£6.30. According to a report last year by The Telegraph, this is the average cost of a pint in London. One pub in central London did something a little differently recently and handed over the keys to Oxfam. For one day, the Queen's Head on Theobald's Road became the Fair Poor, a pay-what-you-can-afford pub. I went to meet Max Lawson, Head of Inequality Policy at Oxfam, to find out more.
Well, the idea was to demonstrate the really insane inequality in the world and the idea of £1 million pint. So basically, billionaires in Britain and the richest people in Britain, they made on average about £200 million each last year. So it's just to illustrate the incredible unfairness of inequality in Britain. We think it's clear what the government needs to do here in Britain. They need to tax rich people more. You've got a situation where the vast majority of the richest people are hardly paying any tax. Like the average tax rate on a billionaire is something like 3 or 4%. So that is bonkers. That means teachers, doctors, nurses pay much more tax than the super rich. So it's pretty straightforward. We think the more people are aware of the inequality, the more they'll put pressure on their MPs and we'll see some proper taxes.
Last year, Labour ruled out any income tax rises. However, a Treasury spokesperson did say that the government was committed to addressing unfairness in the tax system. In the name of journalistic integrity, I took it upon myself to see what was on offer behind the bar, starting with a rich list lager, then an old money fashioned, before finishing with a billionaire's breeze. All drinks came with a minimum price of £3, however those who could afford to were encouraged to pay more, all proceeds going to Oxfam. Oh, and don't worry, they were all alcohol free. But why use the pub to spread a message of wealth inequality? I spoke to content creator and London pub guru Jimmy McIntosh to make sense of the initiative.
The pub is the one great kind of universal in British culture. Almost everyone has either been in or goes regularly to a pub. And the price of a pint is going up. It's a really good barometer to then talk about kind of greater wealth inequality in the world.
Highlighting an important issue through the power of cheap pints. I'll drink to that. This is Tom Wise for the Northwest Londoner.